Yo, what's poppin', MVP gang? It's your boy, Pravi MVP, back with another certified banger. And hold up, before you even touch the sticks, before you load into rec, pro-am, park, or even proving grounds, or start calling yourself comp, there is a secret to this game that most players just truly never figure out. See, everybody want to talk about animations, badges, builds, dribble spam, but they're missing the real meta, the stuff that doesn't show up in your attributes, the stuff that separates bots from floor generals, the stuff that makes a squad move like one brain and five bodies. If you tired of the selling, tired of blaming randoms, and tired of L's that don't make any sense, then you're in the right place to start making those changes in who you play with and how you play yourself. Because today we're unlocking the hidden meta in 2K. Once you understand it, you'll never hoop the same again or with the others not on the same page. Featuring live, new gameplay from the rec with members from my Discord against a squad that was straight up comp. They had two legends and three vet threes, and we had a teammate even lag out. I had to walk it like I talk it, like you about to hear me preaching in this video, because every player on that side was an MVP level player minus one pro on top of their rep levels. If you fit what I'm preaching, that I'm about to go over in this video, you might as well go ahead and hit that link in the bio and get in some of these runs, because I'm still looking for that set 5 and I'm running into the right pieces, man. It's starting to look good, but let's get into it. Yo, if you new to my page, I know you might be thinking, why is bro always talking mindset? Where's the bills? Where's the sigs? Well, we've been posting them all year, but the main thing on this channel that we approach is just the mindset. Because let me break it down to you real clear. Stick skill is the surface level. The mindset is the foundation for which how players play. And the real comp players, whether it's Joe Knows or Joe from your job who lights up dudes when he get off of work and he rarely lose, they all playing by the same unwritten rules. You can show this video to any of them and they gonna nod their head in agreement. Why? Because this is the real 2K meta. I'm gonna break it all down. Accountability. Without accountability, you'll never hit your true ceiling. Period. You could have a 99 overall build with all the badges in the world, but if you can't take ownership of your own mistakes, you're a liability. Too many players, they want to point fingers at their every loss. Oh, bro, you missed this rotation. Oh, bro, you forced this shot. Oh, this turnover. But guess what? You was out there bricking wide opens and giving up back doors too. You was trying to score when we had the lead instead of passing to the wide open corner shooter to extend the momentum. Here's the truth. If a squad can't be honest with each other, you don't have a team. You have five randoms sharing a party chat. And if you can't take constructive criticism without getting emotional or defensive, you're holding your squad back, especially when it's true footage, proof, and you can see it within the numbers. Real comp units are built on truth, not ego. They analyze the film, they call each other out, and most importantly, they check themselves first. Because the worst players in 2K, look, they don't even know that what they're doing wrong. They only see other people's mistakes, never their own. Those dudes, they'll never be a part of a consistent winning unit. Never. And get the key word what I'm saying, consistent winning unit. Like, so if you're trying to level up, stop looking at your teammates first. Start with yourself. And that's where the comp mindset really begins, in that all on that accountability. And then it leads straight into the next non-negotiable principle, which is communication. See, after playing with subscribers, Discord members, dudes from my Xbox messages, randoms off group posts, and people who sent me friend requests just wanting to hoop, I've seen just about every communication style you can imagine. And you know what I've realized is the best units, the most effective, the most consistent, the most locked in teams ain't always the ones with the crazy stick skill or flashy builds. They're the ones who communicate clearly, calmly, effectively. There's no ego, no attitude, no yelling. It's just really just looking for solutions to winning the game, because all it takes is one toxic voice to throw off the entire chemistry. One dude constantly blaming, barking, or getting emotional. Suddenly, shooters don't trust their shots. The big man hesitating on his rolls. The point guard starts forcing things. The team stop playing to win and starts playing to not get yelled at. That is a death sentence in competitive games. Communication is a team's oxygen. It keeps you alive in those tight moments. It fuels the defensive rotations. It sinks everyone who on the floor. I'm talking about the game's moving at a million miles per hour, and it just slows it all down when the good communication is there. But here's the part nobody talks about. Good communication starts with good listening. Most people, they don't understand at all because they listen just enough to reply. They are already formulating a comeback in their head before the message is even finished. That is not communication. That's ego talking. If someone tells you, yo, rotate earlier next time, bro, and you immediately snap back with, nah, you shouldn't have helped from that corner, then you're not trying to grow. You're just trying to be right. Every time somebody mentions something to you, it don't mean you got to point out something they do, which if you didn't point that out prior, why you only point it out now? Like, it's certain ways that units that are very good operate, because every man could be accountable and they know how to communicate. And when everyone is just trying to be right, nobody gets better. That mentality kills the team before it can ever reach its potential. So here's the truth. If you want to be part of a winning unit, you have to become a student of communication, talk with attention, listen with humility, and keep your tone in check, because the way you say things matters just as much as what you say. And I'm not perfect. I be telling dudes, like, when we be reviewing footage or talking, I'm not perfect. I hold myself to these same rules. But you got to always be level headed and always come back, because no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing, I would never ask of somebody else that I wouldn't do myself. Because I ain't out here looking for perfect players. I'm looking for people who fit that system where everybody can. It's not about the mistakes. It's about the adjustments and the ability to grow together. And that starts with the accountability, which is then powered and fueled by communication. And here's where it all connects. When you don't have accountability, when the communication breaks down, you kill your ability to make real time adjustments, which is another big key. And that's where games are won and lost. Not in the highlights, not in the box score, but in those little tight windows where you need to adapt and fast. Like, let me give you an example. You call out mid game, yo, let's get out this zone. They spacing it and they hitting their shots. Let's switch the man. But guess what? Your lock is still talking about a rotation from 2 plays ago. The corners blaming the big for not hedging. Now it takes 2 to 3 possessions just to get back on the same page. And in a comp level 2K, that is all it takes for the other team to go on a run and shift the momentum. The margins are truly that thin. Teams that win, they don't just adjust, they adjust fluidly. No ego, no delay, no arguing about what was. They hear the call, they trust each other, and they pivot immediately. That is what separates the dominant units from the ones that almost win, the shoulda, coulda, woulda dudes. Like, the team that can impose their will or adapt to yours will win every single time, because 2K is just like real basketball. It is a game of runs, rhythms, and it's a game of run, rhythm, and reads. If your team is stuck in the past, still pointing fingers, and you're never going to survive the present, let alone control the future outcome of that game. And I promise you this, every squad I've played with, or played against, they have that same quality. You call a change, they lock in. No questions, no back talk. Just next play, next solution, next adjustment. So, if you're serious about being comp or being a part of a winning unit, stop worrying about who messed up 2 plays ago and start focusing on how to fix the next one. That is how you win. That is how you dominate. That is how you separate. Like, let's keep it pushing. And now you reach the final ingredient, the X factor that really separates streaky teams and dominant ones: adaptability. Because once your squad is built on accountability, communication, and real time adjustments, you still need the players who can adapt their game when things ain't going their way. Let's be real. Say you facing a team with limited shooters. You switch to a zone. Smart adjustment, right? But now you got one teammate constantly out of position, giving up open wing threes or misplaying the corner rotations. And now the other team starts targeting that weakness. They shift their offense. They begin to attack his breakdowns. What happens next? Your entire defensive strategy becomes useless. Not because the zone doesn't work, but because someone on your squad couldn't adapt. When I tell y'all the lack of adaptability is a dang near, it's like it's a pandemic in the community. You got plenty of dudes who stuck playing one way, and once the other team adjusts to take away that one way, they no longer have it. Don't have much to like. Let's take it a step further. Like, let me break it down. Say a dude come into the game as a scorer, right? He averaging 20 a game, but now he facing a lockdown who's taking those shots away. Can you still bring value to your team? Can you read the pressure, accept the attention, and create easy looks for others? Or do you shut down, disappear, start forcing up bad shots just to feel evolved and start turning over the ball? Like, some dudes be watching the stat sheet too much and don't look at the most important stat on there is whether or not your team is winning or losing. Because true comp players, they can morph. They can adjust their role on the fly. If it ain't work, if the scoring ain't working, they can play make. They rebound, they box out, they defend, they rotate, they talk. Something they do will still impact the game. But players who lack that adaptability, the moment they plan A get taken away, they become a liability. Now you playing 4 versus 5 and the other team knows it and exploits it, because as the different units I have run with, the different people in and out, I'm telling you, I've been playing with a lot of people. You can tell when, like, I be playing with teams, we just go straight. We don't lose all day. We don't have no problems. We can switch from whatever defense. There's never an issue as far as like, I don't have to feel like we can't play zone. I don't have to feel like we can't play man. I don't feel like whatever, if we gonna switch, if I call out something, hey, the big man gonna sit in the paint. Everybody else gonna play man. If you playing your man, let him go to the paint and just find somebody on the perimeter. You could just make that call and then they just do it. Other teams, they struggle. Oh, my bad. Like, you see, not everybody has that ability to be adaptable, and it all connects. These are truly the true meta of 2K. Everybody who's really good at the game, I'm telling you, ask them. They play it the same. And that's the raw, and I'm trying to tell you, that's the raw truth. If you are valuable to a squad, only exists when everything is going your way, you're not comp yet. Not because comp ain't nothing about comfort. It's about consistency, and consistency requires you to adapt, shift, grow, and step up in different ways every single game. And that right there is the real blueprint. That is the hidden meta in 2K. Not animations, not green windows, not who got the glitchiest build. It's about accountability, communication, adjustments, adaptability. If you're not playing by these 4 pillars, you're not comp. You're just hooping out here casually, wondering why you keep taking L's. And if you playing with people who don't run by that, I'm telling you, that's why you taking L's. This is what separates the bots from the comp, the rage quitters from the leaders, the dudes who chase stats from the ones who chase wins. You want to be a walking W? Learn from these concepts. Live by them. Bring energy to the squad you join, and you will elevate any team you touch. because comp ain't just about who got the best build. It's about who got the right mentality, the ones who can own their mistakes, talk through the chaos, adjust on the fly, and still impact the game when things ain't going their way. That is the real meta. That is the Pravi MVP way. If you vibe with this, drop a like, sub to the game, and share it with somebody who needs to hear this message. Whether it's your homeboy Joe, who swear he nice but never rotate on defense, this right here will help them level up mentally. More heat is on the way. More real talk coming soon. More certified bangers lined up for the MVP game. But until then, play smart, play selfless, play to win. It's your boy, Pravi MVP, signing out. Blessings to the Most High. Peace. Oh, and I just want to mention, I appreciate everybody who stay and be watching my videos through the end. That time watch really does help. Y'all can enjoy this gameplay. As I stated, it was against some very quality opponents, so y'all can see the stuff that I preach, the stuff that I talk about in real time. I'm giving to you on the channel. I'm out. Hey.